If you're a NASCAR fan, you might want to stop what you're doing right now because something unexpected just happened. NASCAR has announced a surprising change ahead of the upcoming race at Phoenix Raceway, and the reaction from fans, drivers, and teams has been intense. Some people are excited, others are confused, and many are asking the same question. Why now? Today, we're breaking down everything we know about this unexpected change, what it means for the Phoenix race weekend, and why it could have a bigger impact on the championship battle than most people realize. But before we get into it, if you love NASCAR news, breaking updates, and behind-the-scenes stories from the racing world, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a major update. Because in NASCAR, things can change very quickly, and this announcement proves it. As race week approaches at Phoenix Raceway, NASCAR officials revealed that there will be an important adjustment affecting the event. While changes in motorsports aren't unusual, the timing of this one caught many fans off guard. Phoenix Raceway is one of the most important tracks on the NASCAR calendar. The 1-mile desert oval has hosted some of the most intense races in recent years, especially since it became the home of the championship finale. Because of that, every decision involving Phoenix tends to draw major attention, and this time was no different. The announcement quickly spread across social media, with fans debating what the change means for drivers, teams, and the overall competition. Some fans believe the adjustment could improve the racing. Others worry it could create new challenges for teams that have already prepared their cars and strategies. Either way, it has become one of the most talked about topics in the NASCAR community. To understand why this change has created such a buzz, you first have to understand the importance of Phoenix Raceway. Over the past several seasons, the track has played a critical role in determining championships. The unique layout, with its dogleg front stretch and distinctive corners, makes it very different from many other tracks on the schedule. Drivers have to balance speed with tire management and precision. One small mistake can cost several positions. And because the track's surface can change throughout the race, teams must constantly adjust their strategies. That's why any change related to the Phoenix race weekend can have ripple effects throughout the entire event. Teams spend weeks preparing for specific track conditions. So when something unexpected happens, it can force everyone to adapt very quickly. As soon as the news started circulating, NASCAR fans took to social media to share their opinions. Some fans welcomed the change, saying NASCAR has been trying to improve competition and keep races exciting. Others questioned whether the adjustment might give certain teams an advantage. In the modern NASCAR era, fans pay close attention to every rule update, scheduling change, or race format tweak. And Phoenix, because of its championship importance, always brings extra scrutiny. The discussion online shows just how passionate NASCAR fans are. For many people, this sport is more than just racing. It's a community, and every announcement becomes part of the ongoing conversation about how the sport is evolving. From the outside, a race weekend change might seem simple, but inside the NASCAR garage, it can have serious consequences. Teams operate with extremely detailed plans. Engineers analyze data. Crew chiefs plan strategies. Drivers prepare mentally for specific race conditions. When something changes unexpectedly, teams must adjust quickly. That could mean rethinking pit strategy. It could involve different setup decisions, or it might require drivers to adapt their racing approach. The teams that adjust the fastest often gain the biggest advantage. And at a track as competitive as Phoenix, even small advantages can make a huge difference. For the drivers, Phoenix is already a high-pressure environment. The track demands precision, patience, and aggressive racing at the right moment. Now, with an unexpected change entering the equation, drivers may have even more to think about heading into race day. Some drivers thrive in unpredictable situations. Others prefer consistency and stability. That's why moments like this can shake up the competitive order. A driver who adapts quickly could suddenly become a contender. Meanwhile, someone who is expected to dominate might face new challenges. That unpredictability is part of what makes NASCAR so exciting. Strategy has always been a major part of NASCAR racing. At Phoenix Raceway, strategy can decide the entire race. Pit stops, tire management, and timing cautions correctly often determine who ends up in victory lane. If the recent change affects race procedures, scheduling, or track conditions, teams will have to rethink those strategies. Crew chiefs will be studying every detail leading up to race day. Even a few seconds gained during pit stops or restarts could make the difference between winning and finishing outside the top 10. In modern NASCAR, margins are incredibly small. That's why even minor adjustments can produce major results. Some fans might wonder why NASCAR introduces adjustments so close to race weekend. The reality is that motorsports are constantly evolving. Safety improvements, competition balance, and fan experience are all factors that NASCAR considers when making decisions. Over the years, NASCAR has introduced numerous updates to improve racing quality. Sometimes those changes are immediately successful. Other times, they spark debate among fans and analysts. But one thing is certain: the sport never stays the same for long. NASCAR officials continue searching for ways to keep racing competitive, entertaining, and safe. And occasionally, that means making decisions that surprise everyone. The upcoming Phoenix race was already expected to be intense. Now, with this unexpected change, the stakes may feel even higher. Teams are preparing for a weekend where adaptability could be the key to success. Drivers who stay calm and adjust quickly could gain an edge. Meanwhile, fans will be watching closely to see how everything unfolds on race day. Phoenix has produced dramatic moments before. Late race passes, bold pit strategies, championship-defining finishes. And with this latest announcement, the stage could be set for another unforgettable chapter. This situation also highlights something important about NASCAR today. The sport is constantly evolving. New rules, new car technology, and new strategies are reshaping how teams compete. Some fans love the changes. Others prefer the traditions of the past. But the conversation itself shows how passionate the NASCAR community remains. Every announcement sparks debate, discussion, and excitement. And ultimately, that energy is what keeps the sport alive. As race weekend approaches, teams will continue preparing for the Phoenix event under the updated conditions. Practice sessions and qualifying will likely reveal which teams have adapted the best. Drivers will be analyzing every lap. Crew chiefs will be reviewing every data point. And fans will be watching closely for any surprises. Because in NASCAR, the unexpected often creates the most memorable moments. So while the announcement may have caught many people off guard, it also adds another layer of excitement to an already important race weekend. Phoenix Raceway has delivered incredible racing in the past. And with this unexpected development, the upcoming event could become one of the most talked about races of the season. The only question now is, who will adapt the fastest? Which team will turn this change into an advantage? And who will take control when the green flag drops in Phoenix? One thing is certain: NASCAR fans everywhere will be watching. If you enjoyed this update and want more NASCAR news, race breakdowns, and behind-the-scenes stories from the racing world, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because when big NASCAR news breaks, you'll hear it here first. And with Phoenix race weekend approaching fast, there may be even more surprises just around the corner. Stay tuned.